Hey there, it's me, Rose Kane Day. Um, I just have some stuff to say. I honestly have been struggling about whether I'm going to do this video or not, but I feel it necessary to do so because so much is going on and my heart is heavy. My heart is heavy for so many reasons because I live in America. My heart is heavy because there's so much going around. This year, 2020, has been one for the books. And there are a couple of things that I just want to share from my heart because I feel the need to share it. So, first thing is that in regards to the racial tension that is going on right now in America, I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm confused. So many things that are going through my mind because I don't know where this is going. I don't know what this means for America. I don't know what this means for Black people, brown people. I don't know what this means for any of us. So the first thing I want to say is that I understand that speaking up takes courage. And I want to say this, and I know that some may not agree, but you know, the beauty of this is that we're allowed to have our own opinions. I have to say, first of all, that it took a mental check for myself. I had to self-check a couple of days ago because, you know, at first I was thinking to myself that, silence speaks volumes. And I truly believe that up until a couple of days ago when I self-checked. And let me explain what I mean by that. You know, yes, silence does speak volumes. It does, without a doubt. But at the same time, I think that because I understand what it means to give grace to a person, in this situation, I have to extend grace. The same grace that God gives me, and I'm not trying to be super deep, I just want you to hear me out. The same grace that is extended to me from God, I have to extend it to others. And by that, I mean this. It's easy for me to go down my timeline and say, well, my non-Black friends who claim to love me so much have not spoken up. It's so easy for me to do that. It's so easy for me to say, oh, they haven't even texted to see if I'm okay. But at the same time, I realize that there's an internal conversation that has to happen before anybody speaks up. Even for myself, I had an internal conversation about whether I was going to make this video or not. And it takes courage to speak up. It takes courage to speak out. It takes courage to go stand out on the front lines and peacefully protest. It takes courage to do these things. And when we put so much on an individual by saying, oh, you didn't speak up, so you must agree or you must condone. From my heart to others, I disagree. I just believe that the courage that they need has not welled up inside of them, or even that maybe they're hearing from the Lord and the Lord has told them not to say anything. So believe what you want to believe, feel how you want to feel. But from me to all of my non-Black friends who have not spoken up, who have not said anything, who have not reached out, I don't take your silence as condoning what's going on. That's Rose Kane Day's personal opinion, and that's where I stand on that. For those of you who are speaking up, thank you. It's appreciated because at the end of the day, I think it's all about acknowledgement. It's about acknowledging that it's wrong, acknowledging the injustice, acknowledging the unfairness, acknowledging that as a Black person, we live in fear on a daily basis when it comes to our interactions with law enforcement. I have been pulled over before in a neighborhood where, this was years ago when I was still in high school. I got pulled over because I was driving a relatively new car, and the police officer felt that I wasn't supposed to be in that neighborhood. Now, please understand that I have no anger towards, police officers. I understand that all police officers are not, bad. I feel like people that do bad things are just, in general, that's their heart. They're just bad. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, green, purple, red, orange. That doesn't matter to me. So I don't have any malice towards all police officers. I do have a problem with bad people who wear police uniforms or any type of uniform that is supposed to protect and serve. That is what I have a problem with. And that is where the fear comes in as a black woman when I get pulled over and I feel like I have to narrate to the police officer when he asks for my license and registration. So I appreciate you acknowledging that this is something that is happening right now, today in America, and has been happening. I want to say that I believe that when an individual tells me that they love me for who I am, I want to believe that you accept me in total package. And the goal is never to say, I don't see color. Because, let's just be real. If you look at me, I am brown, dark brown, and to say that you don't see color means that you don't see Rose Cane Day. And if you don't see Rose Cane Day's color, that means that you have whitewashed and you see what you want to see. I don't want you to see what you want to see. I want you to see me for who I am, and I want you to understand who I am in total package. From the fact that I change my hair every month to the fact that I am a brown-skinned individual from Nigeria who loves the Lord, who loves people, who just wants to live and be happy. I want you to see that I don't pose a threat when I walk by you. I want you to see that I want to be your friend. I want to be your ally. I want to be of help to you in any way that I can be. That's what I want you to see. I have a husband. I have brothers. I have cousins. I have friends who are black, and I don't want to fear for their lives every time they go out. I don't want to. And the only way for us to change that is for us to sit down and have a conversation. We have to sit down and talk to each other, not at each other. We have to hear and listen to each other. We can't change anything by fighting. We can't change anything by violence. We can't change anything by anything other than starting with a conversation. So I say to you, both my black friends, my brown friends, my non-black friends, let's talk. Let's sit down, let's talk, let's hear each other. Because when we get together and we talk and we listen, then can we come together and form some form of a solution, or at least a proposal to help change the policies that are protecting these bad people who wear uniforms. That's it. I want to talk. I want to hear. I want questions answered. I only have 3 questions that I feel like we could start with. Number 1, why is my skin color a threat? Why is my skin color used as a weapon against me? And why is my life not valued just like my white friends? Why? Those are the 3 questions that I just want to get answers to. And I believe that when we start to talk and we start to try to get answers to those questions, then maybe in my mind, I can help form some form of an understanding to where you stand, and then we can do something to move forward together. Anyway, I hope that you hear my heart. I hope that you understand that this entire situation has really been heavy on me. I hurt when others hurt. I cry when others cry. I've cried for the last 3 days. Today makes day 4 that I've cried because of this situation, because this cannot be the America that we all live in and that we all have to raise children in. Hate is taught. We are all innately born to love. That's what it is. So until we stop teaching hatred and teach love, we can't move forward. If you cut me, I bleed red. If I cut my white friends, you bleed red. We're all created by the same God, and everything on the inside is the same. So hear me. I want change. I do. But the only way for us to do that is for us to sit down and talk. Please, let's have a conversation. Feel free to comment. Feel free to, if you feel like you have answers to my questions, please share your opinions. But let's do so respectively, and all perspectives are welcomed. But please, let's understand where we all stand so that we can move forward together on the same platform. So I extend grace to everyone. I'm praying for everyone. I'm praying for my Black brothers and sisters. I'm praying for my white brothers and sisters. I'm praying for law enforcement, because everybody needs to feel safe, regardless of who you are. You need to feel safe. Prosecute and call, bring to justice those who are doing wrong. But at the end of the day, I understand that all cops are not bad. And please hear me when I say all Black people are not bad. All white people are not bad. There are dope Black people. There are dope white people. And I want you to hear that. And I want you to understand that that's how I feel. I, Rose Kende. These are my words. These are my feelings. You can agree or you can disagree, but that doesn't change that this is how I feel. And I'm hurt. I'm sad. I cry. My heart cries out, because this cannot be the America that so many soldiers fought for and still fight for today. This cannot be it. With that being said, I pray for each and every one of you, and I pray that God's protection will continue to be on you, and that somewhere, somehow, very, very soon, we start to see some peace. Thank you, and God bless.